Hey, this is Trevor Mock with the REIbrain.com once again on giving another review in the series of property management software reviews. So far we've done several reviews on Quicken Rental Property Manager, Landlord Max, Real Tools, Rent Tracker. We have a few other ones on the slate here for you. In particular, this one that I'm doing today, it's on a program called Tenant File. And Tenant File is one of the most popular rental property manager softwares out there. And I had a ton of readers emailing me recently about the software, wanting to know about it and wanting to know if I could get a discount for you. So, of course, the answer for both of those is yes. I am going to review it, and yes, I did get a discount. So anyhow, this is our new and improved website in progress here. Right now it is start of June, and we're just getting ready to launch it. So hopefully we'll have it ready for you. Anyhow, pop on over to the Tenant File website here. I'm just going to go over the website really quick for you. Website. Tenant File's been out for a while. They're already on version 6.0, and they just now came up with a new version actually less than a month ago. It's June now. I think they came out with it in March or April or May, right around there. So the new version is pretty darn new, and they added some new features to it. Here's the website. The website is great if you want to learn about Tenant File. The website's tenantfile.com. Head on over there. It has a ton of different information on the program. I mean, it'll pretty much answer any questions you have. Goes over the features on the program, very in depth on the features. If you click on one of these buttons, let's say you want to learn how to increase rent in Tenant File, you click that, and it gives you a walkthrough right there on exactly how to do it. Anyhow, I'm not going to go over this too much because I'm going to, of course, go over the review with you of me going through the software. And I don't want to make this video too long like I have in the past, but I'll try to do my best in keeping it short. Tenant File does offer a free demo, so you can go on there, go download the free demo if you want to, and it is a full feature demo. So go ahead and download the full feature demo. That's what I'm actually using today to review the software, so go check it out. Tenant File, it's not one of your cheaper software programs out there. Quicken Rental Property Manager, of course, is with the discount I negotiated. It's $89 for you, $99 regular. Landlord Max, which is my preferred software program, rental property manager software program on the mid to lower end as far as price wise. Landlord Max is $147, and Tenant File is a little bit more, has more features. Is a little bit more polished, more robust, and along with that, it's going to be a little bit more expensive too. So, anyhow, the online price, if you go through the Tenant File website for the 100 unit version, it holds up to 100 units, is $249. And that is a hard copy. They ship it to your door. It's not downloadable. So with shipping, it's $259. If you have over 100 units, there's a full feature, or not full featured, an unlimited version. You can put as many units as you want. That one's $399.95 with $10 shipping, so it puts it just over 400. But for most of you watching this, it's going to be the 100 unit or less version, which once again is $259.95 through their website. Be sure to, if you do want to buy it, go through the link below, and that gives you a big discount on the software. So don't buy it through their website. Get it through that link, and you get the big discount as well. And I'll send you my package of rental property forms. Anyhow, once again, Tenant File, the website is a very, very good resource. Just don't order it on there. order it from the link below to give yourself the discount. Hold on one sec. Okay, I'm back. Forgot to turn the phone on silent there, and rang in the background. Pretty darn professional, huh? Anyhow, I'll get on with the review. Don't want to waste your time. I'm going to hop out of here, hop in the program. Here's the main menu for the Tenant File program. It's very simple. They didn't put a ton of time into actually making it look pretty and nice like Quicken. Quicken is really pretty, really nice looking software. Doesn't have a ton of features. Tenant File is a really basic looking software, but has a ton of features, and the price, of course, reflects that. It's a premium software for less than 100 units, and this software program is awesome for both the owners of the properties, and it works really, really well for property managers. Actually, it's catered to property managers. It was actually designed by a property manager himself, so that's where it comes from. Anyhow, I'm going to go through each of these for you, give you the essence of the program. Up top here, of course, you have your main options, just like any software program has, except this has a lot more options, a lot more features to it. Under the file thing here, database maintenance. This has very, very good database maintenance. Makes it easy for you. You can print off work orders. There's a word processing option that you can add on to Tenant File. It doesn't actually come with Tenant File. I think it's an extra $120 right around there, where you can actually have the word processor built into your program here. So let's say you want to print off a contract. You go to the word processor thing here, and it actually automatically updates the form that you want to print out with that tenant's information. So automatically populates it into the form and prints it out for you. That's something that I really, really love. Wish it was part of the main software here. It's not, but the extra cost, I think, could be worth it for a lot of people. Tenant screening. There's also a tenant screening service that they integrate in here. Once again, that's an upgrade. If you want to go for it, excellent. If not, excellent too. Activities. There's a lot of activities you can do. They've broken it down. Of course, owners. That's the owners of the properties. You can check out properties here, units, tenants, checks and deposits. One thing I love about Tenant File is you can actually print checks directly from Tenant File, and it has a whole check register. You can keep track of all your banking in Tenant File rather than having to have two separate programs to do that. So that's an awesome feature that none of the other software programs I've reviewed have yet. Check out your vendors. You can add vendors, show vendor payments, that type of thing. There's a ton of reports in Tenant File. I mean, as many reports as you can stand to look at here. And here's the report page. It shows you an awesome review of the report here, so you can see what the report's going to look like. Has the reports over here, so if you want to print out the owner, i.e. detail, that shows you what the report will look like. Then, of course, you can change the dates down here, the date range, print report, as easy as that. So pretty darn easy. If you want to look at all the reports, click all right there. This is all the reports that Tenant File has, which is a ton of reports. And it has pretty much everything that you'll want as far as reporting goes. I mean, it has vacancy rates here, vacancies, property listing, expired leases. You can even print mailing labels on here. You can print owner reports on here, account categories. I mean, you can do pretty much everything you want to do. Check reconciliation reports on here. Very, very, very useful reports. And one awesome thing that Tenant File integrates right into the program that most of the other programs I've reviewed have not is you can print out the report, of course, but you can also email the report. So let's say you want to email the report to the owner rather than print the report to the owner, or print the report and mail it. You can just click this button, and if you hook it up with, I think it's Outlook you have to hook it up with. Hook it up with Outlook, it automatically throws that right into an email, and you can email it to the owner right away. So that's pretty darn cool. I love that feature. And once again, really hardly any of the, actually none of the software programs that I've reviewed have that feature, which makes it worth the extra price for some people. Posting, this is where you go to do your posting activities. So once again, you come to your main area here. You can either go to posting, you can go automatic posting, create automatic posting for rents, automatic posting for payments, that type of thing. Quick posting. If you want to post rent, you can go here, pay the owners of the buildings to go there. Direct pay, CAM charges, I'm not exactly sure what that is. You can check into that if you want. But also if you want to post rent, you can just come right here. Here's the main button. Click this one button, post rent, and choose one of those and go through and post rent right there. So very, very easy. But I'll get to that here in a little bit. Inactive. In tenant file, it breaks down between inactive and active files. So an inactive file, of course, is somebody who maybe used to rent there, they moved out, but you still want to keep them in the database for future reporting references, but they're not an active tenant anymore. So you can click from inactive to active. Miscellaneous, easy to charge late fees in tenant file. You just click this button, go through this page right here, which basically you show the amount that your late fees are, when to charge late fees. Right here, charge late fees. They have it if it's 17 days past due. Looks like they just use 17 days for everything. The minimum charge, all that kind of stuff. And then once you get all that down, you just click Post Late Fees Now, and right there it posts the late fees automatically to the tenant's file if they're late paying rent. So awesome feature. Email list, once again, you can integrate emails for your tenants, for your owners in here and shoot emails to them right out of tenant file. If you want to increase rents, just click this. Increase all rents. Show the increase right there. Let's say you want to increase rent by 5% a year for all your units. You would of course increase all rents. Increase by 5. And then you increase now, and that increases everybody's rent 5%. And that's an awesome feature too. Or let's say you don't want to increase everybody's, you want to increase just one property. Right there, you can choose from the properties you want to increase, and once you can do the same thing. Or if you want to increase rent just on one tenant, choose the tenant, that kind of thing. So once again, very, very easy to increase rents, and awesome feature. Transaction Finder, this is just where you can go in and search for the transactions as far as if you want to search for rent paid or expenses, that type of thing. Search for whatever you're looking for up here. Let's say plumbing, type search, and it'll bring up whatever is plumbing related here. I'm not sure if there's any, I haven't gone through here and put a whole lot of entries in here, so I'm not sure if plumbing would show up. But that's a really quick transaction search finder. Year-end closing. This is an awesome feature I found too. You can at the end of your tax year, a lot of people have trouble with closing it out and printing out the tax documents, that thing for CPA. But this right here, it actually closes out the year at the end of the year, so you can have specific reports on that year, and it carries the totals forward, so you can keep on doing the reporting in the next years. And this is an awesome feature too. Once again, this isn't something that I found in any of the other software programs that are priced a little bit lower, but it's very, very, very useful for property managers and people who want more robust reporting in this. Preferences. Preferences, you can go, of course, your company information. You can put in your company information here, just so it's in there. Add edit accounts. Let's say you want to add a bank account. You want to add, rent received account. All kinds of accounts. You can add or edit your accounts right here. That's just something you'll have to dig into the program to see if you need to add accounts. Vendor categories. This is a pretty basic thing. All the software programs had this, where you can break down the categories of vendors here. So advertising, building supplies, insurance companies, maintenance, that type of thing. You can add a new category if you want, and it makes it pretty easy too. So bank information, once again, you can integrate your banking with tenant file. You can integrate your check reconciliation. You show your bank deposits on here, and it automatically balances your checking account for you, and makes it really, really easy, so you don't have to work with two different programs to do your banking. So a lot of people use tenant file to do all of the of course property management related record keeping and reporting, including the banking for it, and then use, let's say, QuickBooks for the overall company banking, or you could just use Tenant File for all of it. I mean, whatever you feel comfortable with. But it does have that feature where you can integrate the banking into it. Reminder system. I really love the reminder system. Looks like it's saying that I need to activate the reminder system. Select one of the choice center. The reminder system deal came up here, and it has an awesome reminder system built right into the program. It looks like it's kind of running. It's kind of running down out of my screen here. But anyway, you can set reminders right in here to, let's say you wanted to do monthly reminders or weekly reminders, or you can tag reminders to specific tenants, to buildings, to owners of buildings. Tenant balance due reminders, event reminders, lease expired reminders. I mean, any type of reminder you can imagine, you can post that to, you can post it right to Tenant File, which is awesome. So that's a feature that a lot of people look for. That's something that I really love about Tenant File, and it's actually got a better reminder system than most other property management softwares I've seen. I don't know if you care about this, but you can change the background color if you want. Recurring escrow field labels. I mean, all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to get into that stuff. You can dig into the program yourself. But anyway, I'm going to go over these really quick. Owners, pretty basic field here. You can, of course, put the owners of the properties, all the information. I mean, their management fee, the rental fee, everything that has anything to do with this homeowner. It attaches their properties right to their field here, or their record, so you can see all their properties and what their properties are doing. You can check the owner balance, see what is owed to the owner. Current owner balance is $3,300 on this particular one. So, I mean, it's very, very, very good reporting as far as breaking it down, easy to see. Easy to report. Once again, you can email the owner directly right here. To do, if you want to set a to-do reminder, set the reminder right there, and it'll give you a reminder. Log an event. Let's say you talk to the owner, you want to put a log of that conversation in here. Put that right there. Properties. Once again, it's similar to the owner one, where it shows you the ledger here. You can see the ledger, what happened. It looks like insurance payment received, a water leak claim paid by blah blah blah. So you can put your ledger here. Shows all your rents, the payments, the expenses, that type of thing. If you wanted to make a new entry in the ledger, just click new, and under the normal version it will let you edit it, but under the trial version it looks like it's not letting me do it, which is kind of a bummer. But anyway, you can check out the property here. Here's the property. Of course, shows the pictures, the address, shows the owner back here. The unit, it's showing the unit 2093 Poplar Avenue, and you can check out other units too. This is Trout Avenue. Trout Avenue number 2, number 3. I mean, it goes over. It breaks it down into specific units per each property. So let's say Trout Avenue number 3, you can see all of the transactions that's happened for that unit. Number 4, all the transactions that's happened for that unit. You can see the tenant that is in that unit right now. Yeah, let's see here. I was checking to see if it would show. Yeah, it looks like it shows the tenant that's in there right now. Anyway, you kind of get the picture. The units one is pretty much the same thing. It shows the owner all up in these easy to find tabs up here. Shows the tenant in the unit right here. You can check and see what the heck's going on with the tenant, all their contact info. Shows the maintenance record. So if you have a maintenance record when you're entering in new things in here, it automatically puts them right in here. And that's the work order. So when you go to do a work order, you tie it to a unit and automatically puts it right in here to the unit notes, which is really, really handy. Tenants, once again, the same kind of a box here. Shows the tenant, shows his contact info, his rent, his move-in, move-out date, lease start date, late fee that you want to have in here. features. It shows the features of the actual unit he's in. So when you go to insert your units, you can actually put the features of the units that you want to in here, so you know exactly what each unit has in it. And it breaks it down. You can actually customize these fields over here. So if you don't want doors in there, but you want some other name in there, you can put that in there, make your own drop-down field, and makes it really, really customizable. But it has the interior. You can do exterior features, appliances, put all the appliances that you have in there, general features, put the picture in here. You can link files to it. So let's say you want to link a move in, move out form to this file that's specific to that unit. You can do that. All kinds of stuff. So once again, click new to put a new entry in there. Tree. When you click tree, it just makes it so you can search things differently. These are the owners right here, the properties. Then it goes with the different property, then the different units. So this is an owner. These are his two properties, and then these are the units in that property. Pretty darn handy. Collapse that. Get the tree out of there. But anyway, you can see the very, very in-depth features that this has in it. Go to the ledger. You can see the ledger for this particular tenant. Initial move-in security deposit they have in here, monthly rents, and all that kind of jazz. One thing I really love about Tenant File that a lot of other programs don't have is you can charge rent and then show that the rent is received. So it has two entries, just like any type of record keeping should have. You have the entry where it charges it, and then the entry where it pays it off. So you can actually see if somebody's rent is late or not. And that's something that Quicken does not have. Landlord Max did have that, but I kind of like how it's organized here a little bit better in Landlord Max, to tell you the truth. Anyway, reports, I already showed you this, but that's just the one-click button right there to get to your reports. Vendors, this is a pretty standard vendor form here. It shows you, of course, all the vendors, has all these fields that you can put in here. I mean, all kinds of fields that you can fill in for these particular vendors, and helps you really keep track of them very, very easily. If you want to show all the vendors, have that checked. If you want to just show the, let's say, show the insurance company vendors, has that right there. So that's pretty handy. Checks and deposits. Once again, I told you that you can tie Tenant File directly to your bank account here, so you can do all your checking and bank management here in Tenant File. You can write checks. So right here, let's say I have a check that I want to write. Print this check. I can print that check right off there. You can show entered checks, show checks that you've already printed off right there. Show deposits that you've made. So when you make a deposit, just enter your deposit in here, and it'll automatically balance your checking account for you. I think you can have up to 3 bank accounts. You can have up to 3 bank accounts in Tenant File. So right here they have 3 bank accounts. Let's jump over to this one. Looks like they don't have anything in that one. But anyway, you can have 3 bank accounts, print checks right here. Check the owner balance. So with this particular owner, Mark Ward, there's a balance of negative $2,531. So not exactly sure what that means, but it looks like if I was to write this check, it'd be a negative balance. Anyway, you can see what those have in there. The register. This is the check register, and my video recording software is kind of cutting it off here a little bit, but you can see the check register, or not the register, yeah, the check register. Shows the check numbers here, the payee, the remark, whatever you want to mark, put in there, status. Right now it's pending. It'll change to cleared after a certain amount of time. The amount of the check. You can check out the details of the specific checks, deposits, the register, entered checks, printed checks. You can reconcile it right here. So if you want to reconcile your bank statement, it has it all right in here. So this is something that no other software program I've reviewed has done yet. But once again, we are getting over the $200 mark in this program, so these better features are right in there for you. Hop out of here. Once again, if you want to post rent, it's an easy one-click deal. So you click post rent. If you want to charge rent to all your tenants, let's say you charge rent on the first of the month for all your tenants, you click here. If you have, let's do it right now. I want to charge rent, date for all postings, let's say it's the 1st of June. It says charge rent to only tenants with this due date, blah, blah, blah. Let's just click charge rent to tenants now. It brings up a button saying that it's not reversible, blah, blah, blah. You can charge it. I'm going to click yes. Okay, all rents have been charged there. As easy as that. So at the first of the month or whenever you charge your rents, just charge the rents. As rents come in, I want to post rent income from my tenants. So let's say only one of your tenants sent the rent in, automatically calculates fees, that type of thing. Create a bank deposit for all rent, late fees posted if you want to. Anyway. Rental address, let's say we want to do it by sort by tenant name. Click continue. Now I pick my rent to be posted. Let's say it's Gary Bradley. I'm posting his rent. His rent is, and it shows right here, you can see that the rent has already been charged. So his rent is $1,500 a month, and it's showing a balance, a tenant balance of negative $1,500. So he owes $1,500, and everybody else here owes money too. So if I just received his payment, I'll go 1,500, and let's say I received, and right here, I in my rent posting thing, I put it to automatically charge the management fee. And for this particular building, the management fee is 12%, and it automatically takes the $180 management fee out of it and shoots that in the record keeping over to me. So let's say Gregory Paul, he paid his rent as well. We'll go $800, tab over. His management fee was 12% as well, and $96 out. Let's go to this one. Sandra Ramirez, she paid her rent as well, and you can see here the management fee for that building is $150 flat fee a month. So we'll see how that carries over when I tab over as well. So that is as easy it is to do. And then all you do, once you do that, you do begin posting now, I believe. Actually, it already posted it right there. And you just click exit. So easy as that. If you want to pay owners, if you're a property management company, you want to pay owners, you can see the balances that are on here to pay the owners, the minimum balances, and then you can choose to pay the owners right here. Create checks to owners now. Let's say I want to create checks for all these owners. It's a one-click kind of a thing. I mean, you just click that right there. The owner checks were created, and if you have it set up to shoot it out through the printer, that's what it'll do right there. Once again, the reminder system, I already showed you that. I'll exit out of that right there. But that's pretty much it. Tenant File so far, out of all the property management softwares I've reviewed, and I know this review is way, way longer than I thought it was going to be, and I appreciate you for sticking on here. But Tenant File is the most robust property management software I've found. It's a very popular property management software. I think there's something like 15 or 16,000 or more users of it across the U.S. It's awesome for, of course, you can buy the less than 100 unit version for $249 from their website. You get a discount, a pretty good discount, and some bonuses buying it through that link below at the page here. But it's a mid-priced property management software, over $200 of course, but way, way, way more robust features than any property management software that you're going to pay less than $200 for. So, for instance, Landlord Max is an awesome software for the $147 price range, but it probably has it doesn't have nearly the features that the Tenant file does. If I had to refer Tenant, or if I had to refer a property management software program to an actual property manager, and they were looking for a low priced one, I would definitely go for Tenant file. If you're an owner of rental properties, you want very robust reporting. You want to integrate your banking in here. Want it to be very, very automatic. Tenant file is the best program for that, and it's only less than $100 more than Landlord Max. And in my opinion, if you are willing to pay more than $200 for a program and you don't want to pay huge bucks, but you want all the robust features of a property management program, Tenant file is definitely the way to go. Like I said, the Tenant file version that I'm on right now is the 100-unit version. For the unlimited version, it bumps it up to quite a bit more. It's almost twice as much. Some things that Tenant file does have as well. It has, you can export to Quicken or QuickBooks, which is an awesome feature. You can have unlimited vendors. You can move people out easy. So if you want to move a tenant out and make them vacant, all you do is just type vacant here, and right there you type vacant, and it says you're about to make the displayed unit vacant. All tenant information and tenant ledger transactions will be cleared and placed in the inactive file. Do you want to proceed? So if this tenant's moving out, or he's already moved out and everything's settled up, I would just click yes, and now he's vacant. It shows right here in unit 1275 Cedar that there's no tenant in there. It shows a vacant unit. So once again, that's just one more feature that's very, very good about Tenant file that I like. You can send statements, of course, like I was mentioning before, to the owners by email. One great thing with Tenant file is they offer free support. So you have free phone support for the program for, I think, 30 to 60 days, right around there. And then after that, you have free email support from them. A lot of the other software programs like RentRight and some other ones, they actually charge for support, and the support can get pretty expensive from time to time, but Tenant file, the support is included. Anyway, head down to that link right there, www.thereibrain.com/tenant file, and that'll take you right to the purchase page there. If you are looking at purchasing it, or it'll steer you toward my written review also, and that's where you can get the big discount for Tenant file. The purchase price is way better than you'll find on the Tenant file website, and you can just learn a little bit more about it. Like I was mentioning, Tenant file does have a free demo version that you can go on their website and download, and that is the full featured version. It's actually the same version that I'm using right now, and so you can download it, try it out, see if it's comfortable for you, and then come back to that link to purchase it at the big discount, and I'll give you my property management lost for words here document package that I use my own property management in rental property business. So anyhow, I've wasted enough time here. Actually, it's not a wasted time, but I've spent way more time than I wanted to on this review, and I think that I spent a lot of this time was because the Tenant file program has so many features I needed to go over, and it just took up that much time. So anyhow, I thank you for your time. Be sure to check out the REI Brain and our other updates for property management software, and we also have a ton of articles, new articles coming out all the time for helping you manage your rental properties better. Like I said, I'm actually a rental property owner, and I pass on my wisdom for free. So anyhow, thank you again. Thanks for taking the time to view this. I really, really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you later. Thank you.